Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Luscious Hadiza, and this is your favorite channel, Luxury Living with Hadiza. So first I want to start off by saying thank you to everyone who has supported me since I started posting really consistently in December. Thank you for all your likes, all your comments, all your subscriptions. I've been seeing you guys subscribing and I can only be so grateful. Thank you guys so much. I mean, you're the reason I'm out here doing this, and I'm so grateful to you that, when you like, when you comment, I know that you see me, and I'm so grateful for that. So thank you guys so much. So, do you like my new addition to my studio? Guys, I mean, I'm really trying to be, high energy, my usual high energy positive self today, but like it's just not giving, like the past 2 weeks in Nigeria have just been a lot. The pressure of the incoming elections is upon us, and it's clear that the government now is beginning to play the games that they usually play pre-elections, from the shortage of power supply, the shortage of water supply, to naira issues naira being sold, to naira being sold in Nigeria. Like, it's never been this crazy. And as much as I consider myself a patriot, sometimes it really gets to you. 2 weeks ago, I did the video of my experience at the Osu Castle in Ghana, and I said something in that video that the most painful part of that experience for me was not even learning about everything that our ancestors went through. Is the fact that some of these things are still our reality today. We might not be going through it physically, but from the state of most of our African nations, it's clear to see that the legacy of colonialization is still very much with us. And it can really mess with you sometimes, because it's like, when does this ever get to come to an end? And there is something I realize about Nigerians. I can't speak for the rest of Africans, because I know that, yes, a lot of Africans are in similar situations, some more than others. So being a Nigerian, I can only speak as a Nigerian. Nigerians always seem like we're waiting for a savior. We're waiting for somebody to come and save us. We have this savior mindset that, oh, somebody is going to come and save this country from the predicament it's in. It's either the Western world to come and save us, or a new government to come and save us. I remember in 2015 when President Goodluck Jonathan and President Buhari were going head to head on the elections, and people were campaigning against President Goodluck Jonathan, saying, oh, the dollar is 268 naira, the 268 naira to $1. How can these things be? But now the dollar is 750 naira to $1. And this was the change that we fought for. So it really begs the question that, why do we keep thinking that somebody is going to come and save us? When are we going to come to that understanding that it is only us that can save ourselves? And I really feel like for a lot of us as Nigerians, we really need to recover from this mindset. We really need to recover from this mindset and understand that real change can only come when we ourselves, we the people, have a change in our mindset, when we have a change in our self-image, when we have a change in our national identity, understanding who we are as Nigerians, the role that we have to play in Africa, and the role that we as Black people have to play in the world as a whole. I was having a conversation with one of my friends of how I went to the American living quarters in Abuja here to visit one of my American friends sometime like 2 years ago. And when I got into their in quarters, the place where the security will check you. The security was scanning me up and down the place like baby girl like me. Like, are you serious? My bag was literally a tiny bag like this. What could I possibly have been carrying? But we black people, we just have this thing against ourselves. And it's just like, why? They checked my bag. Oh, who are you here to see? And she literally had put my name at the gate already. So it's like, why? And then you see the white people coming to pass and they're like, sure, sir, yes, sir. And it's not just in these cases, you find it in the airport, you find it everywhere black and black people have these interactions. So I really believe that the core of our problems, one of the core of our problems, is a very, very, very internalized self-hate that we have as black people. Yes, I said it. I don't know where it came from. I don't know. Yeah, yes, of course, I know where it came from. Like, I know some things added to it. I know that the way the world is structured, yes, it's adding to it, but I feel like take away some of these things and it will still be there. These are the things we have to start to address. We have to start to address that mindset. We have to start to address this self-hate, because if we cannot love ourselves, if we cannot love and value ourselves as black people, as Africans, how do we expect the world to value us? How do we expect the world to take us seriously? And I can quite understand that, yes, a lot of factors are stacked against us, but we have to wake up to the reality that it is in our hands to save ourselves. Nobody is going to come and rescue us and teach us and say, oh yeah, you guys are actually the kings and the queens of the world. You guys are actually the ones that are made in the replica of God. You guys are actually the chosen people. So this is your place. Come and take it. No. In a book I was reading today, there was a statement that was made there that freedom is not free. To get your place in this world is not going to be free. Nobody is going to scoop you up and say, oh yeah, this is your place. Just sit in it. So I'm sorry, I don't want to get too carried away with this, but I feel like I'm such a patriot and I'm such a, pan-Africanist that I really believe that Africa has a very solid role to play in the world of today, and we have to wake up and take our place in this world. So, on that note, I'd like to introduce to you guys the new series I'm going to be starting today. It's called Focus Fridays. Every Friday, I'm going to be highlighting one of, our many African heroes. We have so many. We have so many. But where we are not being taught these things in school, where we don't have books about all these things, you can't blame people now that are disconnected from who they are right now and who they are supposed to be, because the ladder that connects them from here to here is being taken away slowly but surely. I think it was around 2017 that there was a petition going around that people should sign to stop the Nigerian government from taking history out of the curriculum of schools. So you can see how deep these things run, where a people cannot understand who they are beyond certain parameters. Where would they have a sense of pride in who they are? Where would they have a sense of self? Where are they supposed to get it from? The truth of the matter is, if we don't understand our history, if we don't dig deep to find out who we were before colonial, oh my God, I don't know what is wrong with my tongue and this word, but if we cannot find out who we were before colonialization and all of its effects, there's no pride in who we are as Africans. When you go to school and the only thing you're being taught is that, okay, Mungo Park was the one that discovered the River Niger, River Benue. These people were the ones who came and saved you out of savagery after colonizing you. Then they were gracious enough to, save you out of your savagery and make you who you are today. It makes you have this internalized subconscious thought of being less than and being inferior to a certain group of people. And I remember I was having this conversation with my sister that insecurity, low self-esteem is the root of all evil. And she laughed, and I laughed too. But then I sat down and I thought about it, and I was like, when a person sees themselves as less than, it causes myriads of problems. And when we as Africans have internalized self-hate, when we see ourselves as less than, it's not our fault. Yes, I'm not saying it's our fault. Do you understand? But it does cause a litany of problems that everything we're seeing now is the effect. Where is the root cause? That is what we have to start to tackle now. So I've said all of this to say this. Today is the beginning of this series, because I mean, from my own little aspect of the world, from my own little part of the world, this is what I felt I can do to just be part of the little drops that might eventually make up that ocean of, African greatness. So I'm going to be highlighting our African heroes, the amazing, Black people that have come into this world, strong, powerful people who have fought for independence, they fought for freedom, and who continue to fight even till this day. So today we're going to begin with one of my all-time favorites, a queen, one of the many African queens that we don't even, know that much about. Well, yes, now a lot of light is coming on her, and that's the one and only Queen Amina of Zazzau. We have so many amazing African queens. You could see that in pre-colonial Africa, women leadership was not even a problem at all. It was embraced, it was encouraged, and we should take, a page from their book in our societies now. I want to thank all of you guys for watching. Class is about to be in session, so I want you guys to listen and listen well. The only way we can be greater than our present is to get back into our past, know who we are, develop a sense of pride in ourselves as a people, and forge on ahead with that mentality that we are not at the back. We are not the bottom of the world. We are actually kings and queens here on earth. We are chosen people, and we have to internalize that mindset. It's going to affect the way we relate with each other. It's going to affect the way we present ourselves to the world. It's going to affect the way we govern ourselves, and how we end up taking our place in this world. And I will also like to use this opportunity as an appeal to every Nigerian that is watching this. Yes, I do not believe in a savior complex. I don't believe anybody is coming to save us, but I believe that when it comes to elections, the power is in our hands to choose, and to choose well. Public office is a place for public service. It's not a place to come and enrich yourself. It's actually a place to serve your people. So it is in our hands to choose somebody who we know has the temerity, the ability, and the capacity to not only serve us, but to listen to us as Nigerians, to value our opinion as Nigerians, and to serve us in a way that we appreciate and we respect them as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. I would really love to grow to 1,000 followers this month. I know that it sounds crazy, yes, because I'm on 89 subscribers right now. But I mean, this happened in less than a month. So I want to thank you guys so much for subscribing. I want to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I know that with you guys it's possible. It's an open platform, and I'm excited for everything that this is going to be bringing to you guys. I mean, there's still going to be a lot of vibes and inshallah travel and all of that. Don't worry, it's not just going to be all seriousness, politics and all of that, but I just feel like it's our responsibility. Enough of us waiting for the West and everybody else to come and change things in our lives. We have to start to take the bull by the horns and change things for ourselves. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please do like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram for more information, and I will see you guys at the end of this video. Peace. The tales of Queen Amina of Zaria is one of trust in her military configuration, reliability in her command, faithfulness to her people, security within her earthen walls, and the protection of her empire. Amina was a renowned military strategist of Nigerian historical relevance, and her story cannot be forgotten too quickly. Amina bint Bakwa was born the eldest daughter of Queen Bakwa Turunku, who founded the Zazzau kingdom in 1536. Unlike her younger sister, Zaria, from whom the city of Zaria derives its name, Amina is generally remembered for her fierce military exploits, the many wars she fought, and all of them she won. As a child, her grandmother Marka, the favorite wife of her grandfather Serkin Noer, once caught her holding a dagger. Amina holding the dagger didn't shock her grandmother. Rather, what shocked her was the exact way Amina held the dagger, exactly the way a warrior would. When King Bakwa died in 1566, the crown of Zazzau passed to Amina's younger brother Karama. Her sister Zaria fled the region and little is known about her. Although Karama's reign was known for peace and prosperity, Amina chose to hone her military skills by learning from the warriors of the Zazzau military. As a result, she emerged as leader of the Zazzau cavalry. Many accolades, great wealth, and increased power resulted from her numerous military achievements. By the time her brother Karama died after a 10-year rule, Amina had matured into a fierce warrior and had earned the respect of the Zazzau military, and she assumed the reign of the kingdom. Amina led her first military charge just 3 months after assuming power. For the rest of her 34-year reign, she continued to fight and expand her kingdom to become the greatest in history. The objective for initiating so many battles was to make neighboring rulers her vassal and permit her traders safe passage. In this way, she boosted her kingdom's wealth and power with lots of merchandise, gold, and new crops. Because her people were talented metal workers, Amina introduced metal armor, including iron helmets and chains, to her military. Queen Amina is also accredited for her exceptional architectural skill. She mobilized her people to build massive 15-kilometer walls around the city. These walls were not only a political statement of the wealth and power of her people, but they were a military strategy as well. It was her idea to build military encampments behind these walls as a protective shield for her people. Some of these walls are still standing years and years and years later, and some of them have even been used as a model in recent resorts as a sign of the ideas and architectural prowess of Queen Amina. In pop culture today, Queen Amina remains immortalized through movies, fashion, and was credited as the main inspiration behind the American popular series Xena the Warrior Princess. In Lagos State at the National Arts Theatre, there's a statue of her right in front of the building, and many schools in the north are named after her, keeping the memories of all her exploits alive. Different historical records give different accounts as to how she died and where she died. Whichever of these accounts speak the truth, it will be forever ingrained in the books of history that Queen Amina was a conqueror, an exceptional military strategist, and a formidable queen. Her achievements till this day are seen around the ancient city of Zaria and even within the corridors of the 7 original Hausa states. So this brings me to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and I hope above everything that you learned something new. It is my intention for all of us to start to see ourselves as a people of purpose, a people of power, and a people of plenty. Thank you guys so much for watching. Dissecting these heroes just makes me know that we have only but scratched the surface of the potential that we have before us. It is our time, and the time is now. Thank you, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye.